Throughout the season, national and social media have been buzzing with debates about whether Jalen Brunson is a true superstar. Despite concerns about his size and athleticism, Brunson consistently silences doubters. So, just how good is Jalen Brunson? Let's find out. For years, the Knicks have struggled to find a reliable point guard. They tried players like Emmanuel Mudiay, Elfrid Payton, and Trey Burke, hoping to strike gold. They even brought in veterans like Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker, hoping for a spark. But nothing seemed to click. Even their 2017 lottery pick, Frank Ntilikina, failed to live up to expectations. Then, they made a bold move by signing Jalen Brunson. In the NBA, some players are superstars from the get-go. They dominate the game, making jaw-dropping plays and earn all-star nods. But then there are players like Jalen Brunson, who quietly work hard and surprise everyone with their breakthrough performances. When the Knicks signed Jalen Brunson to a hefty 4-year, $104 million contract in 2022, many raised their eyebrows. Was he worth the investment? At his introductory press conference, Brunson himself downplayed expectations, saying, "I'm not a savior in any way, shape, or form. I just want to be able to contribute to the team." Little did anyone know then that Brunson was about to prove himself wrong. Despite being a former backup and a second-round pick, he had a fire burning within him. He had shown glimpses of brilliance during the 2022 playoffs with the Dallas Mavericks, but also had his fair share of struggles, especially against the Clippers in the postseason before. To add to the skepticism, Brunson didn't fit the typical mold of an NBA superstar. Unlike the flashy Walt Clyde Frazier, with his stylish play and cool demeanor, Brunson lacked the flair and athleticism that usually turns heads. Critics questioned whether he was worth the hefty contract, labeling him as just another non-star. But once Brunson stepped onto the court for the Knicks, everything changed. With his steady presence and unassuming style, he transformed the team into contenders for the first time in 23 years. His impact went beyond statistics. He became the heart and soul of the team. What's even more remarkable is Brunson's connection with Knicks coach Thibodeau. Their bond goes way back. Years ago, Jalen Brunson's dad, Rick, and Knicks coach Thibodeau had a strong connection. Rick used to play under Tibbs' coaching in the 1990s when Tibbs was an assistant with the Knicks. Rick, who deeply respected Tibbs, stayed close to him over the years. He played for Tibbs in New York, then worked as his assistant in Chicago, Minnesota, and now New York again. When Jalen was a little boy, Rick often took him to basketball practices. Even though Jalen was small, he loved the game and paid close attention to everything. He amazed everyone by imitating the moves of famous Knicks players like Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, Patrick Ewing, and Larry Johnson. Tibbs remembers how accurate Jalen's imitations were, even though he was just 6 years old at the time. Back then, nobody could have guessed what the future held. Tibbs never thought he'd become the head coach of the Knicks, and he certainly didn't imagine Rick's son would become the team's leader and eventually an NBA All-Star. It's surprising how things turned out. Leon Rose, who used to be Rick Brunson's agent, ended up becoming the president of the Knicks. He worked his way up from being Rick's agent to running the basketball division at CAA, the agency that also represents Tibbs. Then, the Knicks hired him in 2020 as their team president. Before we move on, we know you wouldn't want to miss out on more exclusive content like this. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with all the latest about the Knicks. Let's continue. When Jalen Brunson decided to join the Knicks 2 years ago, he had one simple reason: family. It wasn't just about playing for his dad. The team president, Leon Rose, was part of the mix. There was a deep connection with the Knicks, and playing for Tibbs, a basketball mentor since practically forever, was a big draw. And it's not like the Knicks grabbed a player everyone else was after. Brunson's journey to becoming an all-star is far from the usual tale. He spent 3 steady years in college, entered the NBA as a second-round pick, and didn't get much playing time at first. It took until his fourth pro season for him to become a regular starter. Shorter than most players, unable to dunk with ease, and more focused on pivots than flashy crossovers, Brunson defies the typical image of an NBA All-Star. The Dallas Mavericks, Brunson's former team, passed on offering him an extension that would have been about half of the $104 million contract he eventually signed with the Knicks. Back then, critics thought it was an overpriced contract, but now it's seen as one of the best deals in the NBA. When the NBA announced the All-Star reserves, two Knicks were on the list: Julius Randle, a three-time All-Star in 4 seasons, and Brunson, making his first appearance. Randle's journey is also out of the ordinary. He was initially drafted by the Lakers, but ended up with the Knicks after a stop with the Pelicans. It's surprising that a New York team is winning hearts with two unexpected All-Stars, neither of whom is Durant or Irving. Tibbs takes pride in their success, highlighting their self-made paths. He stated, "The thing that's special is they're self-made. It wasn't given to them, and they've earned it. We're proud of them. Against all odds, we're witnessing events that weren't supposed to happen. Night after night, they keep surprising and inspiring. The Knicks have been on fire this season, winning 16 of their last 19 games and flirting with holding the second seed in the Eastern Conference. It seems like they've decided they just won't lose anymore. Even when players get hurt, like Mitchell Robinson needing ankle surgery, Julius Randle dislocating his shoulder, OG Anunoby's elbow, and Quentin Grimes' knee injury, the team keeps going strong. They're missing important players, but they keep winning anyway, which is pretty amazing." One of the big reasons for their success is Jalen Brunson. He's been playing out of his mind, scoring an average of 27 points per game and dishing out 7 assists. His shooting percentage at 48.2% for a guard is just incredible. He's up there with some of the greatest players in NBA history, like Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Last month, Brunson was on fire, hitting 59% of his floaters and almost 40% of his three-point shots. That helped the Knicks win 14 out of 16 games. Among point guards, only Shai Gilgeous-Alexander drives to the basket more often than Brunson does. But Brunson's not just a one-trick pony. He's also really good at drawing fouls and making tough shots. Sure, some people might point to other players' stats or championship rings, but Brunson's impact goes way beyond numbers. In last year's playoffs, he led the Knicks to the second round and dominated against tough teams like the Miami Heat. He was unstoppable, scoring 31 points per game and making big plays when it mattered most. This season, Brunson's performance has reached new heights, with career-high averages across the board: 27 points per game, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 free throw attempts, and an impressive 41% from beyond the arc. His consistent excellence has solidified his status as a key player for the Knicks and a force to be reckoned with in the NBA. In just 48 games, Jalen Brunson has achieved remarkable feats, including 5 performances with over 40 points and 19 games scoring 30 points or more. Since Scottie Pippen's legendary plus 272 plus-minus in November 1996, no player has come close to matching that record. However, in January, Brunson blazed through the NBA with a remarkable plus 256 plus-minus, solidifying his name in the history books. His commitment to contribute to the team wasn't just talk. The Knicks, who haven't boasted back-to-back top 10 offenses since the advent of NBA advanced stats, now find themselves in unprecedented territory with consecutive top 5 finishes thanks to their superstar guard. Unlike SGA and Curry, Brunson doesn't play alongside a bunch of lottery picks. While other teams have multiple lottery picks in their starting lineups, Brunson's teammates mostly consist of late first-round and second-round picks. Despite this, Brunson's impact on the Knicks has been immediate and profound. Comparatively, SGA took 5 years to achieve a playoff-worthy record. Brunson's ability to elevate his team without the support of numerous lottery picks is a testament to his skill and leadership. When Jalen Brunson plays for the Knicks, something special usually happens. The team becomes stronger and more capable, like a dark horse ready to charge into the NBA Finals. Among all the Knicks players, Brunson stands out with the most win shares, even more than Randle, with 4.5 shares this season. When Brunson is on the court, the Knicks play better. They score 3.1 points more per 100 possessions compared to when he's off the court. Without Brunson, the team's performance dips, showing just how important he is. While the team also struggles without Randle or Josh Hart, it's clear that Brunson is the driving force behind their success. In close games, Brunson's impact shines even brighter. The Knicks win by an average of 5.8 points, thanks to his leadership and skill. This resilience will serve them well as they aim for a playoff spot, making them a tough opponent for anyone they face. Adding OG Anunoby to the team has only made Brunson better. Since OG joined the Knicks, Brunson's game has elevated to the next level. He's been scoring an average of 27 points and dishing out 9 assists per game. The team has been playing remarkably since Anunoby arrived, showing how much he has boosted Brunson's performance and the team's overall success. The story of Brunson's career seems like something out of a dream. If Leon Rose hadn't joined the Knicks and hired Tibbs immediately, and if Tibbs hadn't formed a close bond with Rick Brunson 25 years ago, none of this would have happened. Additionally, if Leon's son, Sam, hadn't grown up to become Jalen's agent, Brunson might not have become an all-star for the Knicks. Yet, against all odds, it happened. Brunson has become one of the NBA's least likely all-stars, only the 21st second-round pick to make an all-star game since 1989. What are your thoughts on Brunson's influence on the team? Do you think he has the potential to lead the Knicks to the NBA Finals? Share your opinions in the comments section below.